Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share what I created for the Open Collab hashtag Deck the Year. Now this collab is hosted by Penny from Penny's Crafty Creations, and the point of the collab is to take a playing card and alter the face of the card. All playing cards are 2.5 by 3.5 or approximately, and that is the same size as an artist trading card. So the goal is to do this every Thursday, alter one card, and then at the end of the year, you'll have 52 artist trading cards that you can keep or share, depending on what you would like to do with them. You can store them during the year, or you can go ahead and trade them or send them off in Happy Mail, whatever you'd like to do. So I have been, of course, playing along and choosing a card every week. And if you saw my video last week, you know that the card that I'm altering this week is the card that I drew, and that was the 7 of Diamonds. So let's get into it. I'll show you some of the supplies that I used and the card that I created for this week's Deck the Year. Now, if you saw my video for Halloween, you know that, of course, Halloween has ended. It ended on the 14th, Valentine's Day. But you know also about my new favorite obsession in paper, and that is this beautiful foil cardstock from Anna Griffin, the spooky foil cardstock in black. It doesn't photograph well, but in person it's absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I had a scrap left on my desk because one thing's for sure, when you get beautiful paper, you don't want to waste even a scrap. So that's what I used for the base of altering my playing card for this week, is a little bit of this beautiful black foil paper. I used a couple of Tim's Field Notes snippets, and a pack like this will last me probably the rest of my life. But I used a couple of pieces from the snippet collection. Actually, those are a couple of small little scraps from that Anna sheet. You can see that I cut those off and didn't even want to waste those, so I added it to my Tim little ephemera pack because I thought, well, you know, when I get this out again, I might want to use a touch of that black foil paper. So a couple of pieces from this Field Notes ephemera pack. Speaking of Anna Griffin and Cuttlebug, I used this embossing folder, and this is Olivia Lace. Her embossing folders and the folders from Cuttlebug just work absolutely beautiful. In fact, I run them through my little diamond press manual machine and embossed really nicely. I used this Faber-Castell Textured Gems, and this is a beautiful gold that you can actually use on a variety of surfaces, but I just kind of blended a little bit on the paper. It's really pretty. I actually took the top off. Of course, you can squeeze it out like Nuvo drops, but I just took the top off and dabbed it over that embossing. Look at that beautiful gold. That's stunning. And a little dab will do ya with this, and Faber-Castell is excellent quality, as we all know that. I used a little bit of Distress Vintage Photo. Let's get into it, and I'll show you the card. So here's a look at the card that I altered for this week. Now, I don't know how well this is going to photograph in person. It's beautiful because I love the dimension that the embossing folder gives. Hopefully you can see that with the black, that black mirrored foil paper. And then after I embossed it, then I took a little bit of that gold Faber-Castell and ran it over the embossing just to highlight it a little bit. But I was really going for that kind of woodsy, foresty, sort of spooky, grungy kind of a look to it. The fun thing about doing these altered playing cards for me is that I'm trying different techniques that I may have steered away from on ATCs in the past, because I just want to try different supplies, different techniques, and, you know, kind of different looks to it. So these are a few of the little snippets that I added. Of course, the butterflies. This lovely day is from an Echo Park. Actually, it's from an Easter collection of Echo Park paper that I recently picked up at Tuesday morning. But along the bottom, it had some of these stickers with words, and I thought that lovely day sentiment was perfect for this. And then originally I was going to add some green little gemstones. Originally I was going to add black. But when I went to pull out my black, I ran across my package of this variety of these green. And I love the different colors of green. And I thought against that black paper with the gold, the green would pop a little bit more, and just add that sort of, you know, sparkle that I wanted around the butterflies and the toadstools. Some of them are really, really pale green, like this one here, and then some are deeper, and I love the variety that added to the card itself. So, of course, I always like to add a little bling, and that was my bling for this week. Now, let me show you the back of the card. You know, if you've been watching, that I always write what the card is and the date, and I leave the rest of it blank. So that's showing you that it is actually a playing card, but I'm pretty happy with the way this one turned out this week. It's a look that is a little bit different, and I think it turned out pretty. So let me know in the comments what you think. Let's go ahead and get the pack of cards out, do a little shuffle, and let's see what I draw for next week. So I'm going to just cut the deck. I shuffled it. And it's 9 of spades for next week. So I'm going to alter this card next week. Tune in next Thursday and you'll see what I create on this card. Please be sure to follow the hashtag Deck the Year. Check out all the other collaborators that are jumping in. Thank you again to Penny for hosting. This is such a fun collab. I really enjoy making an altered playing card every Thursday. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.